Hi everyone. So it was so weird for me today because I'm so used to videos going up every Monday and Thursday. I know like for a long time I had videos going up every single day, but as you'll know if you've been watching my channel for a little while, I did say that I'm gonna have to take a break and not film and not think about filming. And I stopped filming myself for vlogs on the 31st of May, not March, they both begin with M, so I wasn't too far out there. And it's like the 19th, 20th, I don't even know what the date is, of July. And yeah, it's like, I think it's 6 weeks since I've officially stopped filming. I am doing like the odd clip here and there of like, and I've only been doing it the last week or so, like, I might film a couple of minute clip here and there, but for the most part I don't really have much to say anymore. And like I said in the video you would have seen Monday, I mean that was the last thing I filmed for vlogs. I said like, I just don't have anything else to say at the moment. I need to take a break from my own mental well-being. This channel has kind of consumed me, and in some ways it has been good for me, because there's been times when I've been what I thought was my lowest. Little did I know what I'm feeling now would be my lowest, but when I thought I was going through my lowest, it was kind of a saviour, because I was like, oh, I've got to get a video up tomorrow. So some nights I was like still working on the video the night before for the video to go up the next day. But then it got to the point where I was like 2 months ahead, 2.5 months ahead, and it wasn't like, oh, I've got to get a video up tomorrow. And there was not that thing there that was helping me, over a year ago, like 18 months ago. It was helping me because I was like, oh, I've got to get a video up tomorrow. Oh, I've got to get a few videos ready just in case, like, because I didn't know what was going to happen one day to the next with the way the police were hounding me and intimidating me and making my life, a living hell. Like, I wouldn't want anyone to go through what I've been and continue to go through with the police. I don't understand why there isn't a governing body that polices the police, because basically at the moment the police police the police, so the police can intimidate you, threaten you, lie about you, make up lies about you, falsify evidence, allow officers to hound you and make your life so miserable that you take an overdose, only for them to then attend the hospital, the officer that makes you take the overdose, to then hound you and have you sat there crying your eyes out because they're trying to force you to confess to things you haven't done. Like, I just don't understand why no one or the government are allowing this to happen. Like, I've been open about the fact that one of the main reasons I want to die is because of a DC called Melissa Chadwick. I, for such a long time, out of respect for what she does, never named her. And I just obviously use her first name, but people need to know who this person is. You're just saying Melissa. A lot of people thought that I'd made up a first name to protect her fully, but it wasn't about protecting her, it's about protecting myself, because I know by naming someone it makes me a bigger target with the police. The police will do anything to belittle me, to bully me, to make me look as bad as possible. It's literally, I can't ring the police, because when I do, the people at 101 who aren't even police officers give me crap. I had one shout at me once when I was trying to report something. So basically, I'm trapped in my house a lot of the time because I'm too scared to go out, because if something happens, the police won't attend. The police, if they do attend, they're not nice to me because they told stuff that is untrue about me before they attend, so then they come with misconceptions and treat me quite appallingly. I'm not saying they've all been like that, because they haven't. Some ignore what they're told and take me as I am, and normally they find me quite calm and just me. This is me, like, I don't put on an act. This is what you see now is basically what I am. I remember once a police officer went absolutely nuts at me, trying to get me to respond, like shout back at them because no one else could hear and no one knew what they were saying to me, and I just was like, because this is me, I'm not gonna react to whatever they're saying to me. That just isn't me. So, you know, going out your way to try to get me to react to telling me that I should have killed myself, that's not going to get me to react. That's just going to upset me, and I won't say a word. And then, so, you know, I've took myself away from this channel for the most part in regards to filming bi-weekly footage. I know when I'm coming back from the break. I'm sorry everyone, it isn't this month, but then again, I've only just gone on the break officially, technically, even though I stopped filming a long time. Just don't expect to see a bi-weekly vlog for quite a few weeks. And by quite a few, I don't mean like 20 or anything stupid, but it's more than a couple of weeks. But I've got my Sunday scheduled to the middle of September. I've got a lot of footage for Tuesdays. They will still go ahead until I'm back from my break, and when I'm back from my break they'll still carry on. I've got some story times filmed for Tuesdays, but I've got other stuff that I want to go up just as much, so the story times might not go up for a while, and they were filmed in May. But story times, like, the same story is still going to be the same story in 2-3 months time. Like, I don't know when they're going to go up, but I just wanted to make this video because it was weird for me that a video didn't go up on Thursday today. I don't know when this is going to go up. It'll probably go up in a couple of weeks time. I just needed a distraction because I'm struggling. I'm really struggling with my mental health. A lot of it is down to Blackburn Police, Melissa Chadwick, a DI called Mark. You know, as you can see, I never named Mark's full name, and that's because I've felt nothing but intimidation from the bloke since the first time I met him. And I'm too scared to name him, even though legally I'm allowed to name him. I've been told by my solicitor. I'm too scared to name him because he is an inspector. He's got a lot of power, just like the other one who has said things to me which scares me to the point where I'm too scared to talk about another inspector. It shouldn't be like this. They shouldn't be allowed to do this. Like, they forced me into situations when I weren't mentally or physically well enough to do interviews or talk about things that have happened to me, yet they pushed me into them. Like, I don't take any notice of myself when I'm distressed and upset, so I don't know why other people would do that, but the police have done that. They've let me talk a load of rubbish knowing I'm distressed. Like, you shouldn't put people in situations when they're struggling to even, like, get dressed, let alone remember what happened 2 years ago. But that's the police for you. So yeah, I don't name full names because I am scared to death of these people, and we shouldn't be scared to death of them. And, you know, the government needs to police the police. Like, and the IPCC is a load of rubbish. Even, like, I'm not even going to name who, because what I talk about with this person is between me and this person, and it's not my doctor. It's a male, but they were like, yeah, putting a complaint in about the police, you might as well just go and do something like, you know, run down the street naked, because you'd get a much better response doing that. I'm not going to run down the street naked, for the record, but, you know, like, Melissa Chadwick shouldn't have her job with what she did to me, like, and all I wanted to do was find out from her why she did it, but now it's like, I don't really want to know what Melissa Chadwick felt the need to lie to me, lie about me, hurt me, upset me constantly, make me take an overdose. I just, you know, someone said, well, a few people said Melissa Chadwick did what she did because Melissa Chadwick isn't a nice person, and you know, I could not get my head around why she did it. I was never horrible to her, and I didn't do anything to her, yet she took it upon herself to push and push and push me, and now I want to die because of her. Like, is that the sort of person you want fighting crime or solving crime? Would you want that person to correctly investigate something when reality was Melissa Chadwick and Karen Haynes forced me to do an interview when I was clearly distressed, I hadn't slept, I hadn't eaten, I'd ate like half a sandwich, or half of a quarter, not half a quarter, half of a half, that's a quarter, and drank next to nothing. And the most I had to drink that day was when I went in the kitchen and downed a load of vodka, and then they put me in an interview, which I said I didn't want to do. They're going, oh, this person will hurt other people, and made me feel crap about it. It's not my fault. I don't make people do things, and I shouldn't have had that put on me, but I did. And the next day I said, I'm withdrawing from this because they left a message on my phone, which I've still got, yet the person who did it got away with it and was still allowed to work on the case, even though I was told they were took off the case, and I can prove they were still on the case. So I withdrew from it numerous times, yet they forced me to stay involved when I didn't want to be involved in the first place. So that's what they do, and then they make up lies about you to fit in with their own theories on whatever it is. So when I do commit suicide, Melissa Chadwick is the main reason, and I've told other people that are reasons why. I shouldn't be bullied by the police, I shouldn't be pushed into things, I shouldn't be threatened, I shouldn't be saying, like, oh, if you don't do this, we'll arrest you. That's not really fair. So if people wonder why I took a step back from my own mental well-being, it's because a lot of why I feel the way I feel is because of the police. The police have made me feel like I want to die. Like, if I could kill myself this second on camera, I'd do it, because I can't cope with what they've done to me.